Alright guys, we're back with today's video, Demetrious Johnson gameplay. And I feel like I needed to make this video because I don't really use Demetrious Johnson and I don't really have a main for flyweight. So I kind of just took a long hard look in the mirror and I came to the conclusion that, Demetrious Johnson is one of the best flyweight fighters of all time, like ever, and I would argue in any sport, like kickboxing, he's insanely good. I mean, maybe that's a reach. Some people might disagree. Like maybe Muay Thai, he'd probably get washed in like a Muay Thai fight or like a straight K1, but he's nasty. So I was like, okay, Demetrious Johnson, we'll try him out. And how I try to use him is like a clinch wrestling esque style. Like here you can see a lot of what I'm doing is I'll throw sporadic combos with him, and then I'll try to clinch. And what that does, in my opinion, to most fighters, is it breaks their synergy with the striking. Once they get taken down, they're constantly focusing on that, and they're constantly focusing on trying to breaking the clinch, you know what I mean? So I try to use that to my advantage. I'll constantly change levels. And here, I'm just trying to really make him use all of his stamina. That's the main point of implementing the wrestling. Just to make the striking easier. And I didn't even know that this guy was a YouTube, but Crucify Bubbles. If you guys are interested in this guy, like how he plays, check him out. I mean, I'm certainly new to the UFC 4 community, so it's not my place to take food from others. Yeah, you guys want to check out Crucify Bubbles, YT? I'm guessing that's what it is. Look at the top left. I'm guessing that's what his name is. But here, I'm really not managing. It's round one. I'm not managing my range right, and I'm not implementing the strategy that I want. Right. I'm trying to waste his stamina, but in the process, I'm using a lot of mine. And it was probably my first time using Demetrious. Like, I have a foundation for how to play, so that's kind of how I'm going with him. I'm really trying to feel him out. This is one of my first fights with him. And I'm hitting him with nice combos. I'm going cross and then to the body a lot. And I'm changing levels on him, like there. You notice how I'm trying to implement flying armbar. I used it earlier. So he's focused on denying that. So the trip, in my opinion, is one of the things that worked the best for me. Here, you notice a lot of the times when I'm grappling, I kind of don't do anything, I kind of just sit there and let him do what he wants, because I know it's not important. You know what I mean? So, all it's doing is him wasting his stamina, and that's exactly what I want out of him. I want him to use his stamina to get up, to transition, to do moves, and if he tries to put me in a submission, I'll get out of it. That's perfectly fine. If he tries to take a dominant position, he can take it. I don't care. Use all your stamina. I'm fighting for longevity here. I'm fighting to drain you. And that's what I want. I'm gonna slowly pick apart all the body. I'm gonna slowly pick apart your legs. I'm gonna pick apart your head. And I'm fine with taking damage. Like, I'm fine taking a few head kicks, taking a few body kicks, whatever. Because at the end of the day, in the third round, when I have more stamina, and I'm coming at you, and like here, yeah, he's trying to throw the hook and like the cross, and I'm coming right under everything, and I'm going straight for the takedown, and I'm giving him a little bit of a ground and pound, something to worry about. I just simply get up, because, because there I made him waste a little bit, and I'm getting him a little bit on edge with with my level changing. So now he's starting to weave, and I'm going to pick up on that, and you'll notice that I will. So there, I'm trying to focus on his body, so when he weaves, it just punches him way more. And I'm also getting in close, pressuring a lot, because if he's going to do damage to me, I want to be to a position where I can also do damage to him and drain him. Also, getting in close will snuff out his kicks, and if I'm throwing like these combos here, it makes it a lot easier to break the block because I'm at a closer distance. And he's still doing a great job at denying that flying armbar, so I'll give him that. He definitely is very conscious of that. But I think he's focusing too much on denying that, because then his striking is suffering, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, he's probably, like, nervous, I would say, that, you know, I could tap him out with it. Because he's definitely not the best on the ground. I could definitely hold him there. Like, in a lot of these positions, I'm just letting him do whatever. Like, I'm just kind of sitting there because I want him to drain. Yeah. But there, he pushes me, and I'm just like, dude, stop. And I hit him with that, and I'm like, okay, maybe he'll let me get the flying armbar. But one thing I'm doing wrong here, which I will change, is level changing. So the armbar is an RT block, and doing just like a regular trip is a low block. So I have to implement that better. I have to change between both and keep people guessing. Because if I don't do that, then like a lot of the stuff I'm doing here is good. Like I'm staying out of the pocket, and I'm letting him do wild things. I'm taking him down when he's vulnerable, and I'm all in all just, you know, I'm controlling the pace of the fight, which is very important, at least in my eyes. I'm controlling where it goes, taking the center of the octagon, I'm taking him down when he's vulnerable, and I'm level changing. But I'm just not following the game plan exactly how I'd like it, but I'm still kind of following the game plan, if that makes sense. And you see here, he's just draining all of his stamina, which is what I want out of him. And every time he weaves, I'm going to go for his legs and go for his body to really punish that, to really do more damage. Because, you know, it's kind of just common sense. But here, yeah, this guy was good. I think if we were in a different weight, we would be doing better. I don't know if he mains Brandon Moreno. Like I said, I didn't even have a weight, like a main and a flyweight. But Demetrious Johnson will definitely fill that void for me. Throughout this video, you know, it's going to be countless just examples of how I use him and why I like him. And here I'm really just trying to drain him, make him use everything. And see, now he's blocking low, so I can't trip him. There I probably should have went for the flying armbar, but I think he would have maybe blocked it. So I think that's why I didn't do it. Every time I've done it so far, he has blocked it, and that was a nice head kick on his part. Again, shout out to Crucify Bubbles. Subscribe to him if you guys want to. You know, he's definitely not bad. I'm just playing better, if that makes sense. But we deny that, and I go for the head kick because I felt like he was going to be in pocket. That leg kick was kind of bad. I should have took a little bit of a step in before I threw. Or a common thing that I do is jab into that, and I slip his head kick. But jab into the leg kick normally makes the kick lunge to him. So that's normally why I throw that. Here I'm trying to throw the least amount possible and do the most amount of damage. Which, I mean, is kind of just... I think that's respectable, at least in my eyes. So even if I'm playing the damage, like, his head, his body, both of his legs are broke. Like, I'm definitely playing it right, I would feel. But I'm just not doing it... I'm not playing right in the most optimal way, if that's making sense. Like, I'm not... Like, yeah, I'm doing great, and I'm picking him apart, definitely, but I'm... kind of just to me, and at least in this game, it looks very sporadic and just kind of sloppy. I don't want to explain it. Like, I'm not even in the range to be throwing like that combo, and I'm throwing it. So it's kind of like that too. Like, I just have to get better at ranging, in my opinion, with Demetrious. He has a taller opponent, which is my problem, because see, if I was his height, the combos that I'm throwing probably would hit him. But in that scenario, they didn't. But there I trip him, and I'm going to change. I'm going to go straight for the flying armbar here. And that is what I probably should have been implementing more, was the trip into that flying armbar, and mixing up a little bit. But, you know, that's the end of the fight, and it's going to decision. And I took it. I don't know if I included the final results, but I took that. I had on decision. And throughout the rounds, you could see why. This is actually a very interesting fight to me. This is where I just kind of played extremely well with him, and I'm pretty proud of it. Yeah, so I slipped that, and I give him a good cross to the head into a body kick, and I try to do it again. My slips are on point here, and this was a little bit when I got into playing him a little bit more. This definitely wasn't one of my first fights, but there he goes for that kick, and I kind of just shut it down with a leg kick, trip him up, and now I'm playing the pocket. He has low stamina. Like I said, I'm implementing my game plan with Demetrious. I'm making him strike with volume, and I'm taking it away from him. So I'm going to try to implement the, I'm really trying to implement that style, and here you can see I'm getting better at it. And here I go straight for the flying armbar. He doesn't deny it. Most people on mine don't. And that's why I started using him, honestly, because of that move. A lot of people don't know how to deny it, and a lot of people don't even know how to do it, which is what I love about it. But here we get it, beautiful, and we tap him out. Spoiler alert. Oh, wait. Do I tap him out? I don't know. I tapped him out, and, he gets upset, and he leaves the game. Understandable. I've left plenty of games, I've left plenty of games where I just get dominated, It's understandable. He was mad. But that was one of my best showcasings with Demetrious Johnson. There was just complete domination. This fight is another dog fight that I'm pretty proud of. I'm proud that I was able to implement it in such a way and just really get my game plan right. But I'm still striking out of range, which is one thing I need to work on. But there I get a really clean slip into 2 hooks, and I stun him. I get the first stun of the match. And our stamina is comparable. I'm working the legs. I'm working everything. Pretty basic stuff. He gets a nice uppercut there. I'm playing pretty sloppy. But I think in this fight, this was also, I think this fight followed the first fight. So I was getting a little bit better with the game plans I need to do. But there we just dump him on his head. And, we let him get up. I deny the first one. He transitions and then he gets up, I believe. And then, I deny it there. And then I believe he tries to get up again. And then he's successful, but I take him right back down. And I deny that because there's nothing he can do about it. I'm Demetrious Johnson, and I'm going to try to ground and pound him a little bit. Because I'm Demetrious Johnson, and, he's going to get up here, and that's okay. I did enough damage to his head, and I took him down, and I wasted a little bit of his stamina, so I'm happy with that exchange. And that's how I try to play him now. He goes for the weave there, and I just don't do it, and I hit him with the body kick. I go for too many body shots there, and he capitalizes. I weave into the overhand, but we're still in the game. And this guy has good timing. Eventually, I believe I will work out the timing on the uppercut. That is one of the adjustments I do make in this fight, which I'm pretty proud of. I do believe I make the adjustment in my fight, but there I slip his straight, and now I start to go into his hooks. So now you can see now I'm starting to slip backwards, and I'm about to make that adjustment. When I see either a hook or a cross, I'm going to make that adjustment, and I'm going to hit him. But there we stun his leg. He tries to go for the overhand, and he misses. And then we go for that combo. These are all guard breaking combos up close. Hit a nice head kick. And there, I don't make the mistake of going for 2 body hooks because I know he's looking for that counter. I go body hook cross because when he tries throwing that uppercut, the cross will stop it. And you can follow that up actually with your lead hook as well. And one of the combos I do believe I hit him with in this game is that, but I hit it off a weave. And here we go for some knees. And then I just dump him because I'm Demetrious Johnson. But I do believe I let him get up. Because, I just want him to waste his stamina. That's all this is. Again, that's a common theme with him. I want to slam him. I want to do damage to his body. I want to do damage to his head, damage to his legs. And I want him to waste his stamina on all the engagements. Our head health is about equal. My stamina is a little bit better, though, and that's all I care about here. And I go for it on a takedown. I take him to the ground. And that was the end of the round. I would say I took the round pretty convincingly. I mean, you can the argument, but you really can't. But yeah. I try to slip there. It doesn't go as planned. I do in this fight, I'm implementing the game plan I want to, but I'm just playing like a goofball, if that makes sense. Like, his legs are beat, his head's beat. I don't really have a good body. I haven't really went in on his body. But there I get a nice overhand. I had a little bit of a hesitation from that lead body hook into the overhand, a little bit of that, just to get him guessing, you know, where it's going to go, and all sorts of stuff like that. And I get the takedown here. I get the nice slam off of the head kick that he misses. And I just let him get back up, I believe. Yep. Because I just want him to waste his stamina. You know, as much as a broken record as that sounds like, that's the game plan. That's really what I want to focus on. And if you're going to try to use anybody, that's just a decent game plan to go with. There, unfortunately, I do get hit with that. But it's no big deal. Because at the end of the day, you know, I'm going to get it done. But arguably, this round right now could go either way. I would see it. I mean, my takedowns probably would compensate for the stuns, I would say. Because I've taken him down a fair bit. But he does get that stun. And I hit the flying armbar here. But I don't believe I get it on him. I believe I let it go. And then, yeah. But I just hit this just to get him scared, just to get him guessing when I'm in the clinch. Just so he doesn't deny low. And this is one of the important adjustments that I did make in this fight. It was that common theme of where I didn't go low. Now I am going low, but now I'm mixing it with going high, and I get up there simply because he was in the dominant position, and I didn't want to be in that position, if that makes sense. I wanted to get up, but I wanted to get back to the stand-up. I did have to waste a little bit of stamina there, but it's nothing crazy. I'm not going to sit here and cry about it. Oh, my leg's pretty pieced up. I didn't even notice that. Yeah, so I'm kind of just looking at him like, bro, we're going to keep backing up? Is this what we're doing? Are we the backup gang? And, yeah. If you ever see me do that in a video, nice little leg snap there. But if you ever see me do that in a video, alright, yep, nice block break combo. If I ever do that in a video, it's because I'm sick and tired of them doing that. Like, I will just sit there and be like, bro, are we going to fight? Like, what the hell are we doing? But he does know the counter to people rushing in on him, and I respect it. Yep, he kicks you in the face. I was very scared there. I thought I was going to get flash KO'd, but unfortunately, you know, that didn't happen. And yeah, as I said earlier, a lot of people don't know how to block that, but this does count as a takedown for you. That does count as a takedown, the flying armbar. And it just, you know, now when I go for the lower trips, I'm going to keep him on edge. And that leg's battered and beaten and destroyed. So now he has to switch stances, probably into a stance that he's not as comfortable with. And that's why we're in the third round now, and he's going to a position, one, that he's not great in. Two, that, you know, he might not... And there I do make the adjustment, as I said earlier. I made